Sorry guys, we got cut off in the last video, so let's start again. So art in Asia had a lot of influence from Buddhism. There was an introduction of Buddhism in the 6th century, and the teaching of arts through the medium of Buddhist monasteries and temples progressed under Korean monks and artisans. What this means is that inside of the pagodas, the temples, they were teaching the monks art, or people would come in and the Korean monks would be teaching art inside of the temples. They created a lot of Buddhist sculptures, pictures that represented divinities. Divinities were like the gods and the saints, and legendary figures. So if you guys think about the Avengers and Thor, Thor was one of those legendary figures in Greek history, but that's the kind of person that we were talking about. I honestly don't know a lot of legendary figures in Asian art myself, but that's what they're kind of meaning. The figures kind of like Thor. This right here was a sculpture from that time period where they actually created what one of the monasteries looked like, and this is a sculpture. Now, Indian art. The major themes of Indian art seem to begin emerging as early as the Harappan period, around 2500 BC. Although we're not sure, some Harappan images look like later images of Vishnu and Shiva, and we see some similar things in Cambodian art also. Around 500 BC, the conversion to Buddhism of a large part of the population of India brought with it new artistic themes. At first, nobody was making images of Buddha, only stupas and symbolic representations that didn't look like people. But then they started, their art was all about these gods and who Buddha was, and these people who are sitting cross-legged with their hands in their traditional poses. That happened, like we said, during the 500 BC is when we started to see a lot of that. In the Harappan period, we also saw a lot of these statues also. Now, another big facet of Asian art was origami. So this picture here was painted on silk, and you see the children are making origami. Origami is folded paper art. And for your homework today, I've included a link for the Origami Resource Center. One part of your assignment is I want you guys to go to this website, choose one style, and I want you to create your own origami piece. So I want you to fold your paper, take a photo, and send it to me. Now, if you look at your art history e-learning guide that I sent you, you have some questions for today. I want you guys to watch the videos of me, but then I have another video that I said about the Silk Road. Go to the origami site. You need to answer these 4 questions. What were common topics found in Asian art? What is the Silk Road and how did it influence art? How did religion affect Asian art? And tell me, what is origami? Choose one style of origami and follow the instructions to make your own. Share it with a group. I want you guys to take photos of your answers and send it to my private message. Now, this is going to be due on the 27th of April. Do not be late submitting your homework. Submit your homework before the 27th of April. As always, read page slides 22 to 26. If you go to the top of here, you see this is the presentation I was just reading from. You can use this to translate any of the words you don't understand. I'm sure there are a lot. So Dim, I know you need to have some translation. Yimra, I know you need translation. There are several of you that should be looking at that to translate. So read slides 22 to 26, answer your questions, do your origami, take photos, and send it to my personal message. If you guys have any questions, as always, feel free to message me and I will help you out. All right, bye guys.